Hi, welcome to Dynamics with Danish. This is part 2 of Basic Search App. In this video, we're going to look at how to create Canvas app that will search the data in a complex way. We'll be looking at how to use for loop, navigate to the new screen, and clear collections. I will be using the same app that we have created in the previous video. You can find the link to the part 1 video in the description and also on the top right corner of this video. So let's get started. As you might remember, we have used groups in our last video. And one of the group here I have is called group search. Inside this group search, we have an icon and a button that we have created in the last video. So I'm going to select the group and then I'm going to select the button inside the group. Now let's go and select the onSelect function and expand the code area. Now just to revise, we had used a couple of collections and then we were doing filter on first name, last name, job title, city, zip, and state. In the previous app, we have only selected the first item from the drop-down. Now, think of a scenario where you have multi-select option on the combo box, and then you want to search for each of the selected items. Now, in this particular case, it won't happen because it would only select the first selected item from the combo box. So to make that happen, we would be using a for loop. So to use the for loop, we will be coming to the if condition, the true condition, and then writing for all. That's a function name. And when you click on for all, you would see the parameters popping up here. So the first parameter is the source. Our source would be combo box first name dot selected items. This would be our source. Now, the second parameter is formula. In the formula, you can have whatever logic you want to write. All that logic would go in this second parameter. Now, the good thing is it also gives you whatever the result out of this selected item, you can access that value in the formula. So for example, this combo first name dot selected items gives you result as the output. So in this formula, I can use result as my item. So it's going to loop through all the selected items. So for example, let's say there is Mary, John, and Derek. So it's going to loop through all those three items. So first would be Mary, and then the result would contain Mary. The second item would be John, and the result would be John, and so on and so forth. So that's how you use a for all loop. Now we are going to do the same thing for all the other attributes as well. For that, I'm going to paste the code that I've already created. As you can see, I've added for all, for first name, for last name. Now for last name, because we have used a if else condition, you have to also populate the for all for if else condition as well. So one for all will be for the true condition, the other for all would be for the false condition. Similarly, it will go for job title and for all the other remaining three attributes as well. Now we have that. Let's go and test if our code works or not. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to select, now I'm not going to select first name and last name, but I'm going to select job title just so that we can test it out correctly. I'm going to select consultants and I'm going to select purchasing manager. And then in the state, I'm going to select Washington, and then I'm going to select Ontario. Now, once we have the information populated, let's go and hit the search button. Now, let's go back because we are not showing the information on the form yet, but as we have seen in the last video, our collection should be populated with the correct data. So now we go to the collection, and then we go to the collection 6, which is our last collection out of all the collections. And this is the collection that would be shown on the gallery item. So let's go and check the data. So now we have Paul, Yoni, Susanna, Aria, and Scott. If you look at their job title, it would be either consultants or either purchasing manager. So that proves that our logic is running correctly. Now let's go back. Now, we want to also show this data. To do that, somewhere on the screen, so that when a second users search in the second screen, you can see they should be able to see the data. Images been pulled from CRM and the full name, email, company name, and business name. This is a gallery item, and I've just modified the gallery item to look it in a different way than the regular gallery item. Because this is a tablet app, I have more space, so I can show data in one single line. Now let's go to the button again, and then here we are going to use the second function, which is called navigate to the screen function. Now this function is useful for navigation between different screens. And this function has two parameters again. The second parameter is optional, but the first parameter is required. The first parameter is the target screen to navigate, which is the name of your screen. So in my case, it is search list screen, which is the second screen that I have created with the gallery item. And the second parameter is what kind of transition or animation you want. So you have different kind of transition here. So you write screen transition dot, and then you get list of items like cover, cover right, fade, none, uncover, or uncover right. I'm going to go with the cover. So let's go and see how it looks like. So now I still have the data populated on the job title and on the state. I'm going to hit the search button again. And now it shows me all the data where the job title is consultant or purchasing manager, and is very important because every attribute we are using and, but within that data we are using or. So it's going to be consultants or purchasing manager, and state should be Washington or Ontario. So this is all the data. Now, because we are using collections, every time you add to the collection, it's going to show up that many times. In this example, I ran the app twice. So you can see that I have duplicate Paul Cannon. And if I scroll down here, I'm again seeing Paul Cannon here as well. So it's duplicating the data because as many times as you run, it's going to show up that many times. So to overcome this problem, what we are going to do is we are going to On the back button, we are gonna clear the collection so that whenever a new search is happening, it's searching everything again. So you have proper data in your collection. So to do that, I'm gonna go back to the design screen and go to the back button. On the select function, after expanding the code area, I'm going to write clear. And then in this clear, I'm going to write my collection. So the first collection I'm going to clear is my filtered contact 1. Now I have to do the same thing for my other collection as well, which would be filter contact 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, what I want to do is whenever I click the back button, I want to go back to the main search screen that I have created. So to do that, we are going to use the navigate function again. And instead of specifying search list screen, we are going to specify search screen instead, which is the name of our main search screen. And then I'm going to use the transition cover here. And now if I play this app again and then hit the back button and then hit the search button again, now I should not see duplicates because when I hit the back button, I cleared my collection. And then when I hit the search button, I'm repopulating my collection with the correct data. So if you see, I'm able to see Paul Cannon 1. And if I scroll down, that's the end of it. I don't see any duplicates whatsoever in my collection, which means the app is working perfectly fine. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and leave a comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thank you.